Hello and welcome. Well, my theory about coming back in next time and everything being all fixed is not quite true. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do this. This is ridiculous. I've never known the TPS to actually do this. I did notice earlier but it wasn't like that. That was just awful. Right, and yeah, can we use the pallet forks to actually get underneath it is what I'm wondering. Yes, this is, I don't know, I don't think I've ever quite had this quite like this. No, this is definitely different. Right, and so we're having plenty of practice at trying to look at square. Yeah, it is difficult actually, to be honest. This is not. Yeah, I wonder if I... Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. Ah, that's what I was trying to do. It doesn't help a lot. But you can, I am right. If you look at the tubular red, when it goes square, it goes, you can't just see that it goes sort of one plane, which should be about there. Yeah, and that is well, it's almost completely square. One blob down more. Now then, hit the floor. And let's see if we can go underneath the TPS and lift it. Usually when mods go into the floor though, it doesn't do what you think. Oh wow, it's still not down enough. Now that is, makes a noise. It's almost like it is this here, definitely, but what did you do on your last Farm Simulator episode? Well, I tried to get our trailer out of the ground where it had lodged itself. Right. Yes, I know it would it wouldn't do the eggs any good, but let's be honest, this is a game mechanics error. There's not much I can do about that. Now that to me looked like something wasn't strapped properly. Now then, yeah, we need to get those level, as I was just talking about, which is about there. Then lower. And hopefully that looks about right. Yeah, so one of the straps wasn't on properly, and I do still think that this, yeah, I don't think this would be allowed in real life. That actually undid one of the straps. Right. Let's try and do what we would try. Now, I was also thinking on whether or not to wait till May morning. I think we're going to look at the weather, and yeah, I want to cut this. I want to get optimal. I don't want to waste time, but also May. Oh, typical. No, we're going to play it safe. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to risk us not doing it when this month. Yeah, this month is going to be nice. I'd sooner yeah. Right, it looks a bit closer than I was yesterday. Right, now then, let's see if we can get this show on the road. We also need to grab some more. Yeah, let's go and grab that as well. We'll put this on follow, and we're going to take this to the shop. We're going to sell this little lot, and we are going to grab... Did I just see that wasn't plugged in right? No, it's the wheel. Yeah, let's go grab some more, because there was only 16 tons if I remember rightly. So let's get that on follow. Let's take this to the shop, and we're going to literally grab some more of the chicken food. Yeah, I'm going to have to work this out as well to see how... obviously this is us using a very reasonable... I mean, 1,000 for 5 tons is an exceptionally fantastic price. Yeah, I mean, if we were using anything else, even my, the H2 Series Multi-Fruit spying station, then I've got to be honest, I still think we'd be, yeah, on hard economy. It seems to be really difficult to, yeah, I'm trying to think. We use at least, well, it's about 12 tons, which is 2,000, say 2,500 per day that we're getting from that. So I think we were looking at 4,000. So we are making a little bit of profit, about 1,005 as a rough guesstimate. And I was looking at this yesterday, and it wasn't far off. I was looking at 4,000. It's difficult because obviously the bad thing is it's not easy to measure. It is also rising. Right, let's grab. Hello. Well, wait, we're going to go and buy some chicken food while you're finding us, because we weren't really racing off that quickly. Right. Yeah. Right, let's grab some chicken food. Yeah, I think it's more sensible to go through till tomorrow than anything else. No. Make up your mind. No, that was the plan until I saw the weather. It really was. Right, 15 tons. Yeah, it was. I was going to do that, but we just looked at the weather. I've readjusted my thoughts on that matter. Definitely. Thank you very much, young lady. And you found your way to us. Right, so then we need to move the Valmet. I do love this tractor. It is amazing. I love the sounds, just amazing. And it's much better with that little tiny chrome exhaust. It is, although the air filter could be doing with a bit smaller as well, really. But hey ho, you can't win them all. Yeah, I'm trying not. Obviously, I know we've got that one to repair as well. Right. While that's filling, yeah. In fact, we'll fill one. We'll fill a second. Yeah, when it gets to 5 tons, we should fill the second, and then we should go and sell all of our goods. And yeah, I've been racking my brains as to what do I do, and I think the HX20s, although dearer, I think we're going to get another one for now. I think in time we're going to go for a team of 3, but for now... yeah, for now we're just going to grab another one, which us selling this little lot should actually pretty much... well, I might be surprised. I might actually get more than I'm thinking, to be honest. But yeah, it's not going to be as much as obviously normally, because this is us just selling at standard prices. You can't wait for big prices all of the time, can you? Let's be honest. I'm looking in my rear mirror. Is going up. Yeah, and they're disappearing. Well, that's a little bit more than I was thinking, if I'm honest. No, that's brilliant. That is definitely good. 15,000, so that'll leave us at 30,000 for doing seeds. Well, the more, yeah, the seeds that... I don't seem to be able to speak legibly at this particular moment in time. Yes. Right. We're going to go through till... no, we're not. That was the plan, but the plan has changed. We've seen the weather. We're going to crack on now. Yeah, let's go and buy that. Seeing as like it's not sinking in. Yeah, the plan has changed. The old me, the plans that we were making earlier in the day are now gone. Yes. Right, mowers. Yeah, so one more HX20. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. One more HX20 for now. Yeah, I was going to go for the 7mm because of course they're cheaper, and we don't need a mulcher anymore. We've got the other bigger mulcher, but it's the fact that this is more believable. The Pepes, we'd still be paying 10,000 because we'd have to put a front 3-point link, and I would probably do that on the 2 farmers and get them to be our mowers, dedicated mowers going forwards. We've already got a HX20, so do you waste what you've already got? So, right, we want mulching, no, and we also need to change the other one back because it is in mulch configuration at the minute. Right, so let's grab the Valmet for now. Yeah, I thought it was the Voltra. It's the Voltra Valmet, isn't it? Right, let's see, how fast do you go? I think you went fast. I like the speed of this as well. It's a 31 miles an hour machine. It really is quite good. And again, this is another one without a front 3-point link. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever tried the Pepper. I might have tried it. I'm not sure. Z and big Z. Oh, HX20 hasn't got any wires. Is that right? Hang on a minute. It looks like it's got wires. That side. Perhaps we can't reach them that away. Yeah, now that looks like it's got wires to me. Yes. Perhaps we were too far away. Right, so we need to grab the other one. We need to put that in mulch configuration, and we need to set that course going with the with this one and the other one. So let's go and grab that other one first. Which one are we going to use? Actually, yeah, this is... Well, no, it's not a waste at the minute because we've really got to cut the... Mind you, it is. It is, actually. I am right. We want the farm walls with these. Can they do the HX20? I can't remember, actually, whether they... I shouldn't have connected that little lot, should I? I didn't need to do that. Right, let's just test this theory. I can't remember, actually, now. Right, and where is the... Oh, no. I know where the other one is. Let's send one of the workers to go grab it, because it's exactly where I left it. Which is, yeah, let's see, can you... And what about you? Yeah, this is true. I did leave them exactly where they were. Right, so then, farm wall number 1. Let's stick you on... Well, let's first of all see if this actually can go on the HX20. I know it's got the 3 point, so I know it can definitely do the PTO, but it's got a strange... Yeah, it doesn't go through all of them. Yeah. Typically it doesn't go on the HX20, so... Right, okay, well, I do know it does definitely work on the Zeta, so it looks like we will be using our other tractor after all, so let's go back to the shop and get that. We'll park this in the middle. Yeah, now this could also cope with the... Yeah, we've got to leave, really, it is as I've always said, which is you've got to use your tractors in order of importance, in order of their horsepower, so you can start with the lowest one and work up. Otherwise, you run out of the tractor that you want quite quickly. If I start to set the 150 and 170 horsepower tractor now, then yeah, we're out of tractor. So let's grab the other. Yeah, the torpedo is the last tractor standing, and we need to grab this. And we do need to repair it. I think this is going to be fine though. Actually, I want to remove the cab on this. I prefer them cabless for only inside camera. I think it's... Didn't hear that ting, so perhaps it's not going to. Customize. Yeah, that's what we want. H2 horsepower without the cab. That's better. I really do like these. You know, the cabless option. It is so good for only inside camera. But it's not good for if you get caught in a rainstorm, I might add. But let's hope that this does work with the HX20. Yeah, and I know the Zeta does because I've had teams of HX20s on Western Wilds. So why is it Zeta zigzagging around like it's... Oh my life, it's doing that round and round thing. You know, I thought that activity had. No, we don't. We want. Yeah, let's go to the job. You wasted our money. Right, let's set you to come to us about there. Right, let's see. Are we close enough? No, I've got to get better at that. I've got to be honest. When you look backwards, well, actually no, that did look quite a long way away that time. I've got to get better at that. Right, so little Z for the PTO, big Z. No, I'm actually too far away from the wires. Ah, okay. Are you demanding that I be that side? Ugh, that's a bit naughty. Seriously, I couldn't lean over and grab those wires. Still, it's an imperfect system. It is very good. Yeah. Don't ask me about the lead that's not plugged in. I hadn't a clue. Oh. Right, let's go grab the seat that's going to go round and round over here. Obi-Wan, today the Force was not with you. It really wasn't. Right. Let's get these going. Well, I've got to be honest, at least this is light humoured. Yeah, it is, what with a dancing JCB and the tractors doing the round and round, workers taking the mick. Yeah, it is definitely different. I don't think there is a cabless option with this, but it is worth a shot. We can always put the cabs back on a rainy day, can't we? Oh, now, do you see your error? I actually do see my error. We need to be dropping those off. Yeah, this is no longer our... Yeah, it isn't any longer the telehandler now, is it? And we need to go forwards a little. And we need to do the same again. Oh, you are right. I do need to lower it. My bad. Right, now that... Oh, it's not terribly. No, it's a bit... I've muddied the water a little bit there. Ah, you see, that's got all three wires. That one only plugged two of them in. Perhaps the Zeta's got something... or is it because it's lowered? We need to raise it. And fold it. And let's get on the field with all of this frivolity. We've got a lot of work to do. We really have. We can do without all this wasted time. Brilliant. Yes, I've had this tractor once before, and it was a pleasure. I did have the front lifter on it, though. No, sorry, my word brain's gone again. It's yeah, front lifter's the Pepe 978 3-point link, isn't it? You know what I mean. Oh my life. Right, so then let's get these mowers on the this show on the road. We've got 30,000 left for incidentals and all the rest of it. This is quite a big field, though, I've got to be honest. This is going to take some time. We're going to set these going around for a little bit. I think I'm going to handle this as I have done other massive jobs, which is I'm not going to literally show it to you. I mean, you're going to know that the wages are going to go down, and it is an absolutely massive job. So I think what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to stop the cameras and I'm going to bring you back in a goodly way. We will have set the telehandler, the windrower going, and I will bring you back in. Do I bring you back in with the forage? No, we can't. We can't afford to, make the windrower any bigger. So then, I am going to see you in rather a long time, because this is going to take a while. So I'm going to see you shortly. Luckily, before I hit mow on our second one, I just realised that I thought, have you changed this from mulch configuration? Or are you going to mulch half of the field before you realise that this is mulching and not cutting the grass? So yes, I have realised in time. Yes, I'll bring you back in. Once I have, yeah, obviously, no, actually, this isn't going to cost us anything. That is true. I shall bring you back in rather a long time. So it is 8:34 in the morning. It'll be interesting to see how long this takes us. Now, I could have set the other one going. I could have done, actually. This is absolutely true. Why did I not? Right, let's top this up as well, because this has a nasty habit of, and we'll also repair this as well. Yeah, I had a team of 3 of these on the Western Wilds doing, yeah, using the HX20s, and they were more than adequate. In fact, I think if I had them at the 60 horsepower, most of the Let's Play, I upgraded them toward the end because we'd got, yeah, they were not quite, when I jumped into them and tried them, they were a little underpowered, a little bit on the slow side with the mowing, so I just, yeah, because it is I think it's 75 horsepower and these are 81, so yeah, really, although they're in the range, they slow down if you're underneath that thing. So right, let's change this. We want this on mulcher, no. I do believe. That's the point. Did we grab that? Yeah, we know we've got 15 tons in there, haven't we? That is, oh no, we need to reverse. We're not far enough back. And we will see. I've never looked to see if this has got a cabless option. I don't think that's going to be in the square. It is. Mulcher, no. Ah. Oh. Aha. Now that, for us, is definitely better. It's going to obscure our vision much less. Well, I hope so. It looks better from the... Now then, yeah, we do need this side, actually. Huh? Yeah, is that in? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. It is. It's a better, not by a lot though, if I'm honest. Right, so we're now ready for the yeah. Right, you've seen me do this. I'm going to bring you back in rather a long time, so I'm going to see you shortly. Well, I thought, not being nasty, this took one of the longest times to pop than I've ever seen a course take to pop. Which, oh, hang on a minute, did I not save that? I could have sworn I'd saved that course. Oh, bizarre. Let's just make sure. Yes, it has first, left, start, stop only. We don't want anything. And we want to go. Just make sure that's good. Yeah, I thought, not being fun. Now go into a time lapse at the very least, because this is, I've got to be honest, I'd like to get an idea of the task. How long that took courseplay. Yeah, that's definitely cutting grass. How long it took courseplay to actually pop that course. I've got to be honest, this is bigger than I think it is, if I'm honest. Much bigger. So it still deserves and warrants us actually looking at it, I think. We want right and 6.8, and we do exactly want that, and hire a worker. Smashing. Yes, it's weird. I've never realised that was gamepad friendly until I actually saw it. I prefer that one. I've always used it, but I've always done it with the keys, and yet it's gamepad friendly. Yeah, I know the other one's a little bit less intrusive. If that bothers you, then please let me know. Yeah, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to go into autonomous now. We're going to grab the. This is going to take a while. It really is. Let's go grab the Valmit, and that's going to be in charge of the windrowing. And then we're going to grab the forage wagon. Yeah, we're going to hit this straight away. We're just going to hit this as a team, to be honest, because that's the way you would hit this. I was considering... I was actually. I will share my plans with you. We're going to cut all the grass on this, and what I'm going to do is if I show you this picture, I thought it would be ideal if we... Oh, actually, that's bigger than I thought. I was going to split that where the into two boxes where you can see the top section into a field and the bottom section into a field. But I think we're probably going to do that actually slightly differently. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make it into one big box. We're going to cut it this time because obviously, yeah, what I think I might do is extend, because this is a big field. It really is. Oh. You're blocked by an object. Right, excuse me 1 minute. I know I don't normally do this, but we have got to find out what in earth is he on about. Ah, the ground is uneven. We might have to... yeah, indeed. Oh no, he has escaped. Right, let's fix this. Yeah, he's going to do it again, isn't he? Yeah. Right, I think we'll go up the top. Let's move it a little, though. Yeah, I can see actually the damage to the ground here is quite tremendous. Right, okay, yeah, I'm going to have to fix this, aren't I? That is awful, it really is. Now, do we... yeah, this type of thing we would be using things... I've always said this about, there's certain jobs where you really it wouldn't cost you, and obviously in the game, smoothing doesn't cost a lot, but then again, I suppose you get paid a vast amount of some money for eggs and such things as that. So do you... Yeah, it swings and roundabouts really, isn't it, I suppose. Right, let's do this nearest here. And just make sure that they're good to go. Yeah, brilliant. And we're going to fix this here, which was roughly about there. Yeah, you can actually see it. Let's smooth this quickly. Let's be honest, you're only going to do this once, aren't you, really? Got to be so careful of the grass itself. Hoping that we're not going to get too much of this, though. Yeah, I can see that from here. Well, you see, I'm glad that did bring you in, because yeah, you've seen it. As always. Yeah, now this is actually where it was, because I can see the bit of grass where it was trying to cut it. Yeah, and we can see that's like a schism there. That is really bad. This reminds me of rhombos. Now then, we shall see also if... yeah, we got that far, so it can't be that bad there. Right, let's go back to where we actually were, which is the Valmit. I do apologise for that. It's an awful long way to run. It really is. Right, so we need to be grabbing the windrower. And this is in charge of the windrowing. And then we're going to follow with the rocket. And we're going to grab the forage wagon. Yeah, I was debating. I'd half told you, didn't I, really, before that all went wrong. So I shall continue on what I was saying. Yeah, let's grab this. That's not far off. Yeah, now that did actually connect properly nicely. Right, let's grab the rocket now. Yeah, what I was thinking was having... Oh. No, Have we not plugged something in right? Have we not? Yeah, but lowered is its working state. Okay. Okay. Oh, I must have pressed. I pressed the worker key, but I'm not actually in the thing. That's why it said that message. Now that is not playing ball. It's not letting go. Oh, this is what got on my nerves about it the last time when it's yeah, because that's lowered. Now really, I'm quite sure that actually the windrower. Now it wasn't. Okay. Oh no, I unfolded it actually. No, it's doing it again. It's refusing to actually. Right, raise it, lower it. Right, that'll do me. Yeah, it threw me that these red ones weren't plugged in, but perhaps they're for additional controls. Let's just raise that. See if it is now pulling at a reasonable. Not really. Wow, no. If I can't even pull it like that now, no way is that going to be able to pull that. We lowered. Well, that's a bit of a blow. I know, I am trying. You are not listening. No, I'm sure that's in the right range. Luckily, our forage wagon is 150 horsepower too, so we'll have to do that the other way around. Right, and the rocket is over there. Are our mowers doing well? Yes, they're cracking on. Oh, I do apologise for this. This is fun and games. It really is. Do you know something? I refuse to be, baited. I do. I'm just going to crack on. Anyway, yes, we are going to go into a time lapse because this is a bit of a monster job. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming out of the time lapse because this is not, yeah, it is 150 horsepower, but it isn't. It's not actually, yeah, I don't know, and it is, I've done much around with the, as you will have seen, with dual, and it's got all of them plugged in now, but it's still not playing ball, so it looks like we've been sold a dud for this particular job. Well, actually, this is the second job that it couldn't do, so yeah, it looks like we're going to have to take it back and complain that our equipment is not working. So I think we're going to have to try to choose another 150 horsepower tractor, but I am going to complain that obviously it's not working at all. So I think I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to be fair. Let's get out of character now. Yeah, I'm going to give myself the full amount back that yeah, I mean, this is, yeah, in fact, do we need to drag that with us? Are we not? Oh no, that's the point. Is it lowered? Yes, it was. Yeah, it is very, very painful. It really is. It's a shame, and I don't think it's anything to do with the hand effects, but it could be. It could be that this just does not play ball with it. It is a very complicated a sugarcane tractor, really, but obviously it's still a tractor when all said and done. So it's a shame because I love the speed on this, but that's not everything. I think what we're going to go for is the Agro Star. We'll have a quick look, but yeah, it was 25. Oh, and there was the oddments as well. It is true. And we can sell it for 22. Oh, it was about 27. About. So we're going to give ourselves 5,000 on top of that. To be about right. Right, now then. Well, I suppose we need to seed. Well, plans change. Yeah, you can't always get what you want in life. It doesn't always work out. And now this is what I really want in this. So let's have a look. What can we get for? I mean, if we just bought seeds and we fertilised the month after when we've got the silage payment, that's all we really need. It's not right. It is true. Let's just take this one step at a time. So tractors. I think the Agrostar's a cracking tractor. I'm trying to think. Is there? Yeah, we 57,000. We could. Wow, no, I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of the 50. Yeah, the 240 horsepower, but it is a beast on fuel. Yeah, the XT3, the HTZ. Is what I'm thinking. But in this Let's Play, that is seriously, we're gonna. Do you know something? We're gonna go for another RX 170. We are. We know it's good, and we're gonna go for this as broad wheels. Yeah, we're gonna go for biggies, I think. Let's try another manufacturer. Does nobody give broads for this? I want this to grip well. I suppose we could go for that. And we're going to change the colour. I'm going to do this one as red. And are we going to stay to red, or are we going to do? No, actually, let's change that again. I'd like to go. I would like chrome. It does look so much nicer. Yeah, that's nice. Doesn't go terribly well with the blue frame though, does it? So you can't change that. Doesn't really match, I don't think. I don't know if anybody else would agree. Let's change that. Yeah, so definitely not. Blue was nice. Green is obviously its natural colour. So we could do a black one then. Absence of all colour. No, black. Oh, black goes with anything. That'll do. It really will. sometimes the answer is right before your eyes all the time. And I know, obviously, I did. Yeah, I like to, and I do like the Valmet, but it is true. This is what it is. Like, let's try and change the. Yeah, I did like that. Oh, actually, yeah, I didn't. Oh no, we didn't change it on this one. I'm thinking of the one where we changed the pipe. But yeah, this is what it is, and it doesn't obscure your vision that much. Right, let's get on with this, and hopefully now this is going to be fixed, and this is going to get cracking. Yeah, so once more into the time lapse, but yeah, it's true to life, and this is exactly where you've got to roll with the blows. It is, and I like that, the fact that it is like that, if I'm honest. Yeah, although it's a pain, isn't this what goes on in real life? There are problems that you have to overcome to actually get things sorted. So yeah, we've got 2 RX-170s, 2 torpedoes. Right, I didn't say my words, did I? Sorry, apologies. It's alright, we've got some vandals next door and we've rung the police, but yeah, this was an hour and a half ago, and they're really damaging the property next door. But yeah, it's obviously, it's only damage to property, so it's not really being taken terribly seriously. But yeah, we can hear the damage that the kids are doing, so it's a little bit, yeah, a little bit different. Right, have we got, is everybody working? Yeah, they are. Right. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming at the time that's a little bit early because it became quite apparent to me quite early on that although I said this was a big field, that I didn't quite grasp the scope of the field, and this is only on second growth stage. So I set myself a task once I'd realised it was going to be, and that was to get to, I think we've done more than half, if I'm honest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split this into 2 sessions. So I'm going to do these last 2 lines which lead up to the top of the, what is we're classing as the farmyard. I thought what I'd do is I'd then do another session and split it together. But I am glad I've showed you as well, because I always say this is why I like to record really, is because sometimes if I got the wrong end of the stick with the scale of this, then you may have done as well. And if I'd have said, oh, I've got 800 tons of grass, you might have thought, yeah, right, yeah. So the fact that I do bring you is, as I always say, this chain of evidence. It truly is. And I do stick to that. I think it is. It has caught me on the hop, as in like it is monumental. It truly is a monumental task. I think that we'll be coming back at least one more time. You can see now this is a perfect spot. We're in the middle of the field, and we're almost at that corner. And that is the plan for today. Now I've been obviously, as you will have seen, put the water in equal things, and yeah, now we're doing the grass. It's going to do the digestate from this as well. So this is going to be, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that little bit. It's going to be more faffing around to go back. And it also, I did discover that if you muck around with, obviously when the forage wagon goes full, it does that thing where it lifts itself and sets itself. If you muck around with that and you start lifting and dropping, it made the speed go to 9. So I don't muck around with it now. It literally just then speeds up itself. It's almost like it gets stuck if you start to muck around with things when it's when the game mechanics are doing things. So yeah, it's been a monumental thing. You obviously, I have looked a few, and I nearly crashed into that earlier. I really did. Yeah, it was a little bit, but yeah, I thought if we do it this way, because it's about a 50-50 split, I think, if I remember rightly, on the Omatana ingredients. No, not the ingredient. Well, it is a recipe. Yeah, it is ingredients really. I think we'll have a quick look in a minute, but yeah, I've literally been, as you will have seen, filling this up every single time, emptying that out, and then going around. And I think it's far better to do that like that than it is to do it like lots and lots of, you know, we're actually keeping abreast with it, and it really is taking very little effort to do that. Right, let's have a quick look on this. There is so much in here. I think we are going to be, that amount that I plucked out there, I don't think we're going to be far off 800 tonnes by the time we finished with that field. Yeah, 206 tonnes, so we're a little bit behind. If I just show you the recipe, I think it's I think I might be wrong. Let's have a look. The recipe for silage digestate is, yeah, 1,500. So you need half as much water. So we are getting a little bit behind. But you know, I've not been funny, but it's how much this processes per day is only 250 tonnes. Well, I say that like that's nothing. Yeah, this processes a great 250 tonnes per day. So, I mean, there's going to be... This is a bit like Riverside, really, where we used to do the top field and it used to last for months. This is going to be the same. Although, I did say this as well, that the BGA seems to be processing more. And this seems to be MAP. I don't think, in all honesty, that the recipe's changed on this. I don't think so. I can't recall this going in for an update at any time. So 840 produces 2,400 cycles times 840. Or maybe it has. That is an awful lot of processing per month. So maybe it is. Wow. That does look like it has, actually. That I would, if I had need a calculator to work that on, that is so much. It is a lot, though. That explains why the BGA really does an awful lot now. Because it really does do an awful lot now. Right, yeah, we're going to do... I think this will be the last one, but there may be one more. But I thought I'd bring you in and chat whilst we are, you know, like literally we're coming to the end of this particular recording session. Yeah, I'm obviously in the month of April, we have nowhere near finished with this. We are, yeah, I was thinking about this. Obviously, we are going to get tick-ups through the, literally this next hour, 11 o'clock. I think we'll get the first tick-up from that. It won't be a vast amount, but yeah, it will be a tick-up. And obviously, as we go through the hours, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a second plough, and we're going to get the two RX 170s ploughing this up, because I do want to plant this, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to get the ploughs. Oh, I need one of them though, don't I? I do. It's true. Yeah, it's. I could get one of them ploughing though. Beginning of next session, the next recording session, grab the other RX 170. We carry on with this, and let the other one. Yeah, this, I think it is. I think this is literally the one on the edge. We've also done quite a bit. Obviously, the one thing that always, it might not, well, actually it does look like we've done half. I think we've done over half the field. I think we're not 2/3, but I think we are definitely over half now, because there is also around the edges. There's also the grass. I was thinking, oh, do I cut that other little square that's the farmyard? I thought, no. Let's leave. I don't mean it funny, but we are going to get enough grass off this. There's some weird, yeah, because we've not done anything in the middle of the field, and there's some weird blobs on this. Yeah, very strange. But yeah, so I think if we go up this next one, we really will be absolutely. When I saw how long it took the windrow to finish the field, I thought, this is a lot bigger than you thought it was. I thought, this is going to take you hours. It has. If you look, I've done 1.6 hours. This tractor was almost brand new when we started. So this particular job is a fairly accurate counts on exactly how well we've done, or exactly how long we've been doing. 1.6 hours on this field, and I would say we'd probably, yeah, it's going to be almost a 3 hour. I reckon this is going to be a bit of a month. That's why I thought I'm going to split this in two and have a chat at the end, because otherwise, yeah, I mean, yeah, we've done a few rows, or we've done little bits of them as well, like the one on the left. So yeah, I think I'm happy that this one is the end of this. Actually, no, we are spot on. Yeah, if you look at it, we've actually reached the brown of the thing, so that's amazing. So that is that. We'll drop this in and we'll have a proper look, and we'll do, whilst we're chatting, I shall do a couple of, no, we don't need to. I think if we just keep on plodding along, it's a bit like that old story about the hare or the tortoise. It's more important that you keep plodding along than it is if you like rip through something. And yeah, I mean, obviously bigger equipment would be nice, but it is very much like, that's the thing I love about start from scratch. You literally are scraping in the dirt at times. It is an absolute, and I'm sitting here thinking, what tricks can I pull? And I'm thinking, none. I've got no money. And it is as simple as that. Like many farmers and many people, all you've got is spit and determination. That's all you've got. Just the bits of equipment that you've got, your wits, and more than anything, determination and perseverance. Yeah, those age-old qualities that really do help you to achieve almost any goal. Yeah, not giving in, to just crack on when you know everything seems to be almost hopeless. It isn't. I mean, yeah. I mean, let's look now. Yeah, nearly 500 tons. We'll have broken 500 tons. Well, actually, we have in a way, because the silage, and obviously it is wisping over. It will have just whisked over to this. Yeah, and obviously this is going to process like mad. Yeah. Did we get a tickle? I don't think we did, actually. Mind you, did say little. I think we did. I think we've got a little. I mean, it really is a little one. That was certainly a minor tickle. But I do think as the day goes on, that this next hour you're going to start to get that going through nicely. And even if it was 1,000 an hour, it's still 24 grand over the, and it is going to be more than that. It really is. So we are going to break the 500 tons of grass on this load. So I would say, I would guesstimate 800, maybe slightly more. I'm trying to be conservative. I did think 1,000,000 to begin with, 1,000,000 litres, and then I thought, not sure. No, I don't think. And I think we've gone over halfway. So I would say 750, 800, maybe 850 is my guesstimate based upon. So I don't know what it would have been if it was third growth stage. That would have been humongous. It truly would. But for this session, yeah, I am literally, that is me done. It really is. At 1.6 hours of work on this, and we did this 16 tons, didn't we? And here, yeah, 16 tons is what how we left this. These are amazing. That is the other thing I would like to look at. We will have a quick look. Health 70%. Now we know that's now it's down to 14 tons. It's more about now. Yeah, I mean there are no little chicks left. There are still some that are pubescent, and you can see by them actually the amounts. The chickens that are 2, the females that is. Yeah, they're. Why are they? Oh no, because of course they. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I don't know. Why is the health at 70%? Now that doesn't make sense. They're all at 70%. How come? They've got full food. Something gone wrong with it, or is that because does it average them? I have no idea. But yeah, we've got. Yeah, they're going to be okay next month. They are fully grown. They're fully grown, fully grown, fully grown. So really, there's only one set, and that's the ones that say 2, and they I think are 1 month away or 2 months at the max. I think it's 1 though. So an adult chicken can be sold or used to produce eggs. The numbers in brackets refer to the effectiveness of the respective food. 100%. Yeah, so I don't know what the 70% is. Whether that 1 over. Let's do something about that. Yeah, let's sell one of the female chicks. Sorry, the females. We'll sell one of the youngest. And we are going to sell 1, just in case it's doing something weird. The fact that it's 1 overboard, I'd sooner do that than risk the health factor. I mean, we've not run out of food ever, so I know little ones, the chicks, they do go down, as we know, start at 0. So I don't understand why we've got a 70% hit. We've all seen. I've never missed, not even once, with that, but. Yeah, we're very close to that 800 all being completely filled. As I said, we are going to get a massive payout of this. It's going to be over months, and we're also going to get a massive. So if we get 800 tons of silage, it means we've got 400 tons, I believe. I think that's right. I think I'm correct in saying that. Yeah, we get half as much. Yeah, we do 1,000 silage and 500 digestate. So we get exactly half. So if we've got 800, my guesstimate 800 tons of silage would mean we get 400 tons of digestate. And although it's not worth an absolute fortune on hard economy, in fact it's worth very little, that's still a lot of digestate, and it is going to bring in quite a lot if we wait till as I do on almost every single Let's Play when I've done the slurry yard, wait until that's the month when it's worth the most, and then we just literally hit it. I would imagine we will have invested in more equipment by that time, like a larger tanker. It makes sense. That's okay for doing this, but if we've got to run lots of... that is a point actually. Yeah, now that is true. You're thinking about this. I'll show you. Yeah, if we look at I think it's in trailers. Now, which is in that particular category there. There's the 30 tonner by the Rawley Christie pack of the hook lifts, which is in the trailers. It's a 30 tonner, and it is switched. Is it Rawley Christie? I think it is. I'm sure it's Rawley Christie. I'm sure it is. It's his pack because I remember I don't like the. Yeah, this is the real IT runner pack. Now, it doesn't have a liquid tanker as far as I remember. No, it doesn't. But if you go to the Rawley Christie pack, I don't like the hook lift. It's very heavy. It's still very heavy. I've tried it a while back, that one there. So I'm not keen on that because it is heavy. We had a lot of trouble with that in the early days, and I think it's had some improvements, but still is heavy. So, yeah, but this pack here, These are fantastic, and they all go on the 1313 pack. The liquid deposit is a 30 tonner and is only 3,500. So we can literally grab that back. Also, we've got the extra large multi-fruit container, which is only 5,000 for a 48 cubic meter thing. So again, it opens up possibilities to us having that are quite phenomenal. Yeah, there's a lot of backs, including the, well, I'm not really worried about the auto loader. I'm not doing that, but yeah, it has got the, let me show you. Yeah, it's in low loaders. Oh, actually, no, it might have been that one. I just don't think you choose the auto load option. It was, no, it is that one. That's the platform there. Yeah, that one there. The back comes down and you can literally roll things onto it. So yeah, and 2,500. It is amazing. Not very large, but it's large enough to grab stuff from the shop, stick things in on it, and then bring it back down. But that is where we are going to leave this, because we are wasting time from the day. So yeah, within this month, once we've got the, I'm hoping the tick-ups are enough. Well, we could afford it now. We could afford the second plough. So I'm going to grab another one of the 6 meters. We're going to set that first plough going though, like early. I'm going to start it at the bottom of the field. I'll show you on this. I've just clicked my mouse and made it super duper speedy. You know, I'm going to do this because sometimes my mouse cursor goes tiny and it's in the wrong place. So if I use the proper cursor, if we start the plough and we do a crossways like that, then they've got an awful long time to catch up with where I am, whilst I grab all of the grass off there and take it back down there. Then when we've finished, we can assist. We'll go and grab another plough and we'll go and assist that one to do that, yes, to finish that one off. And then of course because you can't get a worker to use that, I'm going to use that the seeder again. That will be at that point useful to grab the telehandler, and we will grab the on the 1313 pack. At that point, that's going to become exceptionally useful. It's only 2,500 at the back. We're going to need some seeds. Even if we have got some lime already, and we've got some fertilizer, but I don't think somehow we've got enough lime for that field. That's a tiny bag. When it starts to go small like that, there's not much in it. That one might be, in fact, yeah, we can actually see that. Yeah, that's only got 2,000 litres, and that's 382 litres. So there's nowhere near enough to do a field that's never been limed, and to get that to pH neutral, this is going to take a lot of lime. We may have to do that. Luckily the game does allow you now to do that, but if we had to take a pH hit in the first year, we would have to do so. But yeah, I think we'll probably have, well, with the fertilizer's only 1,000 for a 5-ton thing, so I think we'll be able to fertilize, which that is perhaps the most important thing. We've also got to scan the field. That's going to take some scanning, but luckily we've got the scanner, so it's not like we're only paying 100 per scan, and it's a bit bigger than the standard one, so it won't be like 80 scans like Attingham was, that would cost an absolute fortune. I think that was, is it 100 per scan or something like that? Yeah, 100 times 80 is 8,000. Cost 8 grand for me. I would hate to. I think it would be one of those fields, the number one on Attingham, that would have probably cost about 40 or 50 grand if you'd have bought the data. It was that big. Yeah, so I mean, this is big, but it is not that big. Well, it is big though. It really is. I've got to be honest. It's a massive field. Again, you've got nothing to compare it to, no sort of thing of scale, but it is a big field. It really is. You can tell by how long, obviously, we're only halfway through that, and it's 1.6 real hours that we've been doing that particular job. So, yeah, in time again. And this is what I'm saying, when you consider we're at the real low end of the thing. The Pharaoh, I love the Pharaoh as well, Pharaoh, I think it's Pharaoh. I do love this one because this is, yeah, for the little tractors like this, 150, 170 horsepower ones, and it gives you 30 odd tons. It's not bad when you think the big ones are 50 tons, and it was an absolute real beaut of a price. In time, if we were going to do that one, probably would go for a drone. The other thing I was thinking about was, what I'm planning on doing is cutting that into 2. Not this time. We're going to do that as a one monstrous field, but in time I'm going to put a nice headland with the top section where that goes. So we're going to go straight across there like that, and we're going to do the bottom section. The bottom section, by my reckoning, is slightly bigger than the top. Doesn't look, that's not half. I've got more at the bottom than I have at the top. I was going to do one half as a grass field. I was going to do this, what I was classing as the smaller section at the bottom as a grass field in time. But I think we're going to buy this slot here, 39. I think we're going to have that as a grass field. I think that will be our next purchase, and we'll have that as a grass field to keep the silage business going, but so it's not too monstrous. Yeah, I mean, it is massive, but obviously the one thing I am going to say, we are going to need to go big. Even if we have to buy 2 more of these harvesters, we're going to be emptying a lot. But I'd like to be clever. I think what we're going to do is, if we're going to, well, this time there's not really much room for cleverness, but there's one thing I did in Attingham, which was I actually had a silo built in the middle of the field, and I think we could probably do that in here. We'll get an island and we shall stick that in the middle, and it literally is for I would like to go, is the grain, yeah, the Grain Quid Pro is a beaut. It is. I'm just going to see if it still exists, because the Grain Quid, now I don't think it was the Pro. I think there's the Grain, let's have a look. If I go to buildings and go to silos, there is the Grain, let's have a look. Yeah, let's not guess at this. Yeah, Grain Quid Storage. This is not the same as the Grain Quid Pro Production. It isn't. Now I'm just seeing if I am right on this, because this is a bit of a beast. It is. It's a super duper mod. It is a silo sort of, but also has the ability to whisk things around by your transport network. If that's sat in the middle of that field, it would, our minions would do most of the, yeah, it is. No, that's Production Revamp. It is. It's not the Grain Quid Pro. Has it been? No, it hasn't. See, yeah, Grain Quid Pro. And this one still does look like a silo. I placed that in Riverside, and that one didn't work, so it's a big chunk of change. But I think that would be a bit of a game changer if we stuck that in the middle of that big field. Yeah, and in time, the middle of that field is going to be a strip across that. We could also, in time, buy this patch 8 above, and 4 and 9, and it would almost be the nucleus, the heart. You could buy 4, 9, 8, 7 and 6, and they could all sit in the thing. I suppose if you were going to do that, though, you'd want the silo at the top of the field, because you'd have to build for the future. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to think about that and probably go at the top of the field rather than the middle. It's still going to be good. It's still going to be useful for even field 5, but I think it will come into its own. And again, it is all about, I always say location, 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 because that is what my geography teacher taught me when I was a young kid, and it is true. It is about design. This is why I'm not a massive fan of those farms that go strewn out all over the place. Because it's like me today. I've done running from field 5, plot 5, field 5, whatever you like to call it, right down to now that's a lot of time. I would probably have wasted, and I mean non-productive time, where I'm running from that down to here. Now the plan was, in my mind, I was going to stick another one of these down over that way. Now that would have helped. It really would have actually meant that it would have cut down the time, but I thought, I can't afford it. It's 20,000 to cut us down to 5,000. We may now be able to afford it, but you can see it's only just trickled in a little tiny bit. And yeah, we've been going now since 9 o'clock. 2.25 hours of the day is gone, or what would that be in days? A few days have gone in the month of us doing this particular job. And we're still not earning an awful lot. So yeah, it's going to be a very slow process. So we can't really rely. So the 1313 pack, that is, I'm trying to think if there is anything we can do now to box clever. That's another thing I often say. Anybody can lug and you know, like, prove that they are He-Man and drag this all across here and waste a lot of time. it's more about trying to box clever than it is about anything else. And teamwork is a massive one. It really is. And we've got a massive team now that I'm going to utilise to the max. But you still, obviously, also the other thing is the farmyard's going to be shifting up there. We're still obviously going to have this here. But if we're using the Grain Quid Pro, truthfully, we can send the grass from the top down to here without really worrying about it. Or the grass from the top to the Omatana. We can. We don't need to run it down at that point. So although it is a big expense, it's a really, really important one that is going to speed things up. But as with all tasks, this first phase of the farm it's monumental. We've not got any of that. So we've got to literally, by the sweat of our brow and our very limited, fantastic but limited equipment, yeah, the farrow, the 30-tonner, we've got to run lots and lots of things from that field down to here, like many farmers have to do. So, yeah, this is going to be an absolute backbreaker, but we're halfway through. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm chuffed, if I'm honest. I think we're doing well. So, they're the plans that I've got. And as always, as fellow shareholders, yeah, if you've got anything to say, please, I really do love to hear from you. Yeah, even if it's a good idea, I mean, I have toyed with that. So I did it on Attingham because the central point, you were gathering all of the grain from all the way around it and pulling it always into the middle. It was the best possible place. Of course, it's a right pain, but I would have left that in there, that side, all the time. And it already had islands, that particular field one anyway. So I think that was what gave me the idea. I thought, well, I'm already avoiding things. Why not stick? And I did the same in Stone Valley. I had the silo actually in the middle of the first big field that we had, and it worked a treat. We did. So again, because you're minimising your transport time. So again, it's often clever design, careful planning that is going to win the day. Try to do something similar. I think Western Wilds was the very first inkling I had of using central locations, because it is a bit like networks, as in like business. They do that with transport networks. Start from a hub and go out from the centre of a wheel, and that's the basic principle of it. So we're only doing exactly the same on the map. So if we're going to literally are going to span all those fields in time, I don't know how far this Let's Play is going to go. I mean, it is a survival challenge, but as I said last session, we've done more than survive. We are, unless I did something absolutely ridiculous. Well, no, even if I had to sell a square of land, or we've got chickens, we just need to keep those fed, and they're going to bring in quite a lot, and they're breaking more than even, so we can pay for the food and we'd still get profit from those. I think we're out of we're going to get oil this year off these two fields, an awful lot of oil. These are perfect. And also, yeah, this one, for some reason, I've no idea, it must be that the soil is tired, because if you go to the other one, it's crop rotation perfect with a 15% bonus. So yeah, I mean, we look at expected yield 100%, yield potential. If you look on this one, now this one is completely different. This one is 143% expected yield, so nearly half again what this one is going to have, because this one has been a bit overworked, and 125 now. Should make its mind up. Okay, it's varying, depends on where you go to. So yeah, but whatever it is, whether it's 100 or 116, 125, it's nowhere near what this is going to be. This is going to be super duper. It really is. So yeah, and I think that's about it. As I said, yeah, I'd love to hear from you if you've got any ideas as well, because I really do love to mull these over. And I always, as that old saying goes, two heads or many two heads are better than one. But for now, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.